5.3 is all about errands as well as what they're calling calendar-related words. As always, there is a much more extensive list online, but I'm going over the more important, well, they're all important, the main ones you need to know. Remember, our vocabulary builds on what we've already learned, meaning you have to keep up with the words we've done in other lists, units, lessons, whatever. You have to keep up with them because you'll see them again. Like for example, on the main list, they have the word bank. Well, we've already done bank, so I'm not going over it in this video. So just a heads up, make sure you're keeping up with your words. Starting out, we have errands. They're calling it getting things done. The sign for errand or errands, we've had do what, where it's a D hand shape on both hands, and you're closing it to a flat O. You're doing this, both hands palm up. With my eyebrows down, it means do what? It's a question word. For errands, I'm doing the same movement with my hands, but I'm doing a circle or semicircle, whatever. So essentially, what you're doing is you are signing doo-doo lots of times. Errands, so you're doing D-O repeatedly in a semicircle. I'm not going to apologize for who I am. You guys know this. The next one is appointment or reservation. Your context will tell you which it means. Non-dominant hand is a fist. Dominant, you start as a 5 and you kind of circle a little bit and land as an S hand on your non-dominant. So for example, which one it would be, if I'm talking about going to the doctor or the dentist or maybe getting my hair done, it might be an appointment. Hair done might be a reservation. Well, anyways, use your context. If I'm talking about going to a restaurant, it's going to be a reservation. The next one, pay bills. Bills, this is pay, but you're paying it lots of times. So bills, paying lots of bills. Next we have schedule. We've had this one. Non-dominant hand. Think of this is your calendar. 4 hand shape for your dominant hand. You go down and turn your palm orientation out. Down and across or out. You're showing like you're making the boxes on your calendar. So schedule. Drop off or pick up. I put them together. But drop off, what they're showing is a fist to a 5. Drop off. They're also showing like car drop off, like if you're dropping someone off. For me, what I sign for dropping someone off, like when I'm driving, I might sign car and then showing them getting out. But that's me. Pick up, you might see start with the 5 and go to the S or pick up. So drop off, pick up, or pick up. The next few we've had before. I am going to go over those just because they are really important. School. Work. So this part of your hand hits here. It's not up here. It's here. Work. And you might see it once. You might see it tap. Just heads up. Library. Mail. Thumbs up. One. Your dominant hand goes to your mouth, then goes to your non-dominant thumb, mail. Post office, PO. Dry cleaning, what they're signing for dry cleaning, clothes. Then dry, start as a 1, pull to an X on your chin with the sign dry. This is an example of why your parameters are important. This is dry. This is ugly. Don't use this one to call your siblings or people ugly. Dry, ugly. This is summer. Parameters are important. Change the placement for that sign, you change the meaning. Okay, so back to dry cleaning. Close, dry, and then they're showing pressing it down. Okay. Then we have food shopping. Food. Shop is a compound sign. This is money, flat O, money. This is give or give. Money and give, that's buy. Shopping, you do it multiple times. Food shopping or grocery shopping, food, shopping. Doctor, veterinarian, V-E-T. You might see animal doctor, but most of the time V-E-T. And when they're doing it, they might not do the full E, V, they might do E-T. Just a heads up. Ticket, bent V with your dominant hand. Non-dominant is palm in, ticket. So your non-dominant hand goes between your fingers. This is ticket, any kind of ticket. If you are paying a ticket, so this is ticket, pay, and then what kind of ticket are you paying? Is it a concert? Is it a movie? Or what they're specifically talking about is a speeding ticket. So you sign fast. You might see it as L's and you pull back. One of the signers, he doesn't do the full L. He does this, but this is fast. So speeding ticket or parking with a 3 handshake, parking ticket, pay. Withdraw money, money. And then non-dominant hand, dominant hand, pull to an S, 5 to S. So think of you have your money stored in here and you're taking it out. Color or dye your hair. I've seen similar signs, kind of just variations of it. On what's a sign, one of the options that they're doing is just color, but that's not giving a clear picture of like coloring your hair. You might see color and then using F hands. Think of like dipping the hair in dye, even though that's not how it's done, but dipping the hair, so dyeing your hair. Personally, what I tend to sign is like hair, dye. So any kind of variation of that. Meeting, 5 hands, thumb is forward a little bit, so like this. Meeting. And you kind of close it 2 flat O's, meeting. Interview, you might see it with 1 hand shapes, you might see it with eyes. Interview or interview. Think of when you're in an interview or voice off, you're giving answers, they're giving answers, going back and forth. Like in voice off, you should be asking and answering questions, not just answering the ones that I ask. In this lesson, they do have a snapshot about, or different snapshots about clean, babysit, and tense markers. I have another video about that, so go and check that out. Moving on to calendar-related words. Plan, planning, and planned. Plan or plans, and you go towards your dominant side. Plan or plans. Planning, you're actively doing it. Plans, I have plans. Planning, you're doing it, currently doing it. Planned, that's past tense, so what do we add to make it past tense? I'll be like Dora the Explorer and wait for your answer. Finish, so we do plan, finish. Next is canceled. Here's your calendar. You canceled plans, you cross it out. Do an X. It's not just like do an X. Change of plans. Plans. And then for change, you might see it with X hands. So dominant, non-dominant. Or you might see it with modified X, dominant, non-dominant. If it's a big change, you might see it done bigger, but change. I tend to do an X hand shape. Postpone, F hands, this is dominant. You go forward once. Postpone, like if you have a meeting that is postponed. Well, if the meeting is moved up earlier, you bring it towards you. Postponed, moved up earlier. Remember, your body's the timeline. In front of you is future, so postponed, it goes to the future. Close to you is present, moved up earlier. And then procrastinate, meaning you keep putting it off. So homework, procrastinate, well, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Procrastinate. Postpone, procrastinate. Okay, make sure you're practicing. Let me know if you have any questions.